Greetings everybody, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope everybody out there is enjoying their Diablo 3 seasons. I'm definitely having a lot of fun on my Barbarian, absolutely killing it right now with my charge build. Stay tuned to the channel, I'm definitely going to be sharing some build guides and stuff on the Barbarian. I need a bit more time to perfect my gear, test out some skills and abilities, and just level up my Paragons a little bit more. But Barbarian videos coming at you very soon. But right now it's Challenge Rift 83. What better way to boost your materials and get a bit of a head start to this season than doing this week's Challenge Rift? So don't forget, complete this week's Challenge Rift and claim your rewards on your seasonal character. Let's have a look what we're dealing with. Obviously it's a Witch Doctor. So clicking on the Soul Mirror will tell us everything we need to know. It is a Jade Harvester's full 6-piece set, so this is very easy, this build to use, as long as you know how the mechanics work. So that's what I'm going to explain to you all, especially my beginners out there who may have never played a Witch Doctor. You might be new to Diablo. Maybe you've just never played the Witch Doctor class, whatever the case may be. For the 6 pieces and the way the mechanics work is, for 2 pieces, for the 2 set bonus is, when Haunt lands on an enemy that's already been haunted, it deals 3,500 seconds worth of Haunt damage. So if you keep spamming Haunt, which doesn't waste any of our mana there, you're going to be doing a lot of damage. So keep that one in mind. We're going to be spamming Haunt during this Challenge Rift. For the 4 set bonus, you get Soul Harvest gains the effect of every rune, awesome, and has its cooldown reduced by 1 second every time you cast Haunt or Locust Swarm. We're going to be casting Haunt the most, but we're also going to be casting Locust Swarm, but we have to be careful not to deplete our mana if we use Locust Swarm too much. But Haunt we can definitely spam the hell out of. The 6 set bonus, Soul Harvest reduces damage taken by 50% for 12 seconds and consumes your damage over time effects on enemies. So that's going to be a big damage increase. Dealing 10,000 seconds, 10,000 seconds worth of remaining damage. So what we need to remember here is make sure we affect our enemies with Haunt and with Locust Swarm, preferably with both. And then when we cast Soul Harvest, which will have like a little aura around us, you'll see it's not like a huge area of effect, but it does affect. You got to be in the middle of a big pack, and it'll catch as many as possible. You'll see the circle, it's not too big, but you want to position yourself after you've cast Locust Swarm and Haunt on your enemies, and then boom, when you activate Soul Harvest, the area of effect, which you'll see when I enter the Challenge Rift, everything will pretty much die instantly because it just does that much damage. 10,000 seconds worth of damage it inflicts. So make sure that we're using Soul Harvest, Haunt, and then Locust Swarm. That's pretty much all we're going to have to be doing. Now let's have a quick look at some of the other items here which go hand in hand with this build. Lacumba's Ornament, definitely nice. Reduce all damage taken by 6% for each stack of Soul Harvest you have. So looking at the Sacred Harvester in Canai's Cube, Soul Harvest now has 10 stacks. It can stack up to 10 times, so 6% times 10, 60% damage reduction once we cast Soul Harvest. Quadzik Grotul, Locust Swarm and Haunt now deal their damage in half of their normal duration. Definitely a must for this build as well. And Ring of Emptiness, you deal 300% increased damage to enemies affected by both your Haunt and Locust Swarm. Another damage increase if you've got enemies affected by both Haunt and Locust Swarm. So how this works is, I'm going to explain it in a second. You've got your Haunt here, you've got your Locust Swarm there, you've got your Soul Harvest there. So they're the 3 main abilities we've spoken about, which I'm going to give you a demonstration on how they work. Spirit Walk for our bit of a mobility boost and also survivability. If we're taking a lot of damage, cast this and you can actually escape whatever damage you're in, and you won't take damage as long as this is active. Horrify, you can use every now and then just to gain armor, but I don't really use this too much. You should be fine. Once you get your stacks of Soul Harvest up, you should be fine with damage reduction. You shouldn't be taking much damage at all. You'll be able to cruise through this. Everything will die so quickly you won't notice anyway once you get your Soul Harvest stacks up. Poison Dart in case you run out of mana, but I don't think I used Poison Dart once in this Challenge Rift. The main things you need to remember are pretty much the first 4 here. So I'll give you, ladies and gentlemen, a bit of demonstration. So Haunt, we use Haunt, Locust Swarm, and then Bang. Soul Harvest kills everything because it just does that 10,000 worth of damage. 10,000 damage over time is what it does. So that's pretty much everything you need to know. Haunt, Locust Swarm, Soul Harvest. Haunt, Locust Swarm, Soul Harvest. Dead. So that's pretty much it. You just want to make sure that you find a big pack as soon as you enter. Make sure that they're affected by Haunt and Locust Swarm, and then bang, use your Soul Harvest to try and get your 10 stacks up, because damage reduction is awesome once you get that activated, and that way you won't be taking much damage at all. And then you can use your Horrify if you really want to, but if you want to keep it nice and basic, just use those 3 skills: Haunt, Locust Swarm, and then Soul Harvest, and then bang, everything will die within that area. The only drama then is trying to get your Soul Harvest back up, but like I mentioned before, you've got cooldown reduction that's increased once you just keep spamming your Haunt ability. So if you keep spamming Haunt and enemies are getting affected, it reduces the cooldown of Soul Harvest, so keep that one in mind. You want to be spamming Haunt mostly anyway, because as you can see, it wastes no mana. Pretty much doesn't waste any mana at all there, but Locust Swarm, big chunk gone. So you want to spam, 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 and then just your Locust Swarm every now and then, followed by Soul Harvest to kill whatever's in that area of effect. Alright, you got it? Any questions, hit me up down below, but I'm pretty sure that I covered everything there in a lot of detail on how the mechanics of this build work. Very, very simple. If you don't want to complicate things, just use those 3 abilities and you will be fine. And every now and then a Spirit Walk if you need to. I like Spirit Walk because it increases your movement speed as well, so it gives a bit of an increase in movement speed to get through the challenge rift quicker and try and get a better time. But this time shouldn't be too challenging to beat. Let's do it so we can get our materials and keep playing this goddamn season. I can't wait to get back to my Barbarian. Let's go! We're in! Let's do it! So I like to use Spirit Walk straight into a pack there. Cast your Haunt, your Locust Swarm, and then bang, Soul Harvest. That way you get your max stats and you'll also kill a big pack. As you can see, I've got 10 stacks there in the bottom corner, or number 1. And now I've got full or maximum damage reduction. So just keep casting your Haunt, because Haunt, once you hit enemies that are already haunted, it actually does that extra damage that I mentioned, which is the 2-set bonus, I believe. But yeah, Haunt, Locust Swarm, and then bang, Soul Harvest. That's just your max damage. Soul Harvest will pop everything in the area, doing that 10,000 damage over time. 10,000 over time damage in one big hit. So pretty OP. This character definitely could have been set up a little bit better, but it is what it is. It's pretty good. It does the damage. It's only a GR 50. And at least this week we can get our materials nice and quick and then keep on playing our seasons. I'm really, really enjoying the Barbarian this season. I really can't wait to get back. The first build that I'm using is the Furious Charge build. So obviously Immortal Kings for the Barbarian was the set that you get through your seasonal journey awards, through the Hodrick's gifts. And then if you mix it with Rhaekor's set, with the Furious Charge abilities, the bonuses that you get through Rhaekor's, it's pretty OP, pretty nice, pretty fun. And here we go, here we go, here we go. So Haunt, Locust Swarm, Soul Harvest, keep on moving, and then every now and then just Spirit Walk. Especially if you're standing in the middle of a pack, if you cast Spirit Walk and just stand in the same spot, it just reduces the damage. And the cooldown's pretty quick, so we can just Spirit Walk quite often. Shouldn't have any issues with this at all. And I do kill density along the way, but I mostly target elites. Like little stragglers like that, I wouldn't really worry about. Focus on the nice dense packs, and definitely your elites. Move, come on. I thought there might have been an elite down there. There usually is one hiding before you go to the next floor. So Pylon there is definitely going to give us a bit of a boost. Oh, make sure you get your orbs. I'm pretty notorious for missing orbs. Hey, it happens. What are you going to do? Oh, stay out of explosions. Got a bit unlucky there. I didn't get him. Didn't catch him with Locust Swarm. But as you can see, we're comfortably ahead of time. We're still pulling ahead, so it's not going to be a problem. We're getting our materials, baby. There's another elite there. Oh, some density here, definitely. Nice. So you definitely want to position yourself well, so when you hit Locust Swarm, you get as many enemies as possible. Because as you can see, the radius of Locust Swarm isn't that huge. So you definitely want to be near enemies when you cast it, or even like walking through them with Spirit Walk. You can use Spirit Walk to position yourself better. I can't help myself but just kill density. I love density. Watch. Bonks! Yes. Nice. Alright, floor 3. Should be all over on this floor. But in other news, make sure y'all tell me in the comments below how your seasons are going, what class you're playing, and what greater rifts you guys are up to. I'm definitely interested to know. I'm playing into the 90s at the moment, so guides are coming soon. Just want a few more paragons, and I need a couple. I really want my ancient or primal ancient weapon. I've got like a really crappy weapon. I'm not happy with it, so I think once I get my ancient weapon, or even better, primal ancient, damage will definitely be increased. It's just a pretty shitty weapon right now. Other than that, my gear's looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. Going into JR90 is no easy task, especially this early on, so I'm pretty happy. And I should hit 700 Paragon today. It was a bit of a rocky start. I was so hungover when I started playing, when season 16 began, so I lost a bit of time there, but hey, such is life. You have to enjoy it. You only live once. The Rift Guardian's really easy. You pretty much just cast Haunt at him, and that the damage multiplier from Haunt, because once your enemy is haunted, because there's no one else to haunt around you, Haunt just is always just directed straight at the Rift Guardian, and as you can see, he just pretty much instantly dies there. So I hope somebody out there found this guide helpful. If not, I hope like you just enjoyed seeing my face as usual, and maybe you can leave me a hello comment down below if you missed me, because it has been a few days since I've uploaded any videos, so I'm very sorry about that, but I have been focusing on the Diablo season, so that was my primary focus. And now that I've started getting a bit more comfortable and pretty well geared up, I can definitely start pumping out some more videos, so you can all enjoy seeing this ugly mug once again. Thank you all for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, show your support, and don't forget, leave me a comment, a like, and most importantly, keep coming back to visit your favorite creepy uncle in this entire universe. Me.